into a curtsy lunge with the opposite leg. I'm going to repeat it for 5 times on each side. At the park today, and I pretty much have everything that I own as far as workout equipment is concerned. And I've been watching a lot of steel mace videos, and I want to try out some new moves today, or at least put together flows that have elements that haven't appeared in my videos before. But yeah, that's what I have in mind. Although the first, so I'm going to do a tricep now. The steel mace movement that I'll be doing for that isn't unique, but there should be unique stuff later on. In any case, that's enough of a rant. Let's get to the first exercise. So, starting off with wrist grip rows. So I did this a couple days ago, and I had mentioned that I want to incorporate more of these in my workouts because it felt like the stretch that I was getting was different than the other rows that I have been doing. So yeah, starting off with these. Using a staggered stance and also looking away from the weight as as I'm getting my lats stretched, and then turning into it as I'm rowing. Really focusing on stretching out the lats and every muscle in the right side of the body. Going for 10 on each side. Switching sides. Earlier today, I had to run an errand, and I ended up walking 4.5 miles, which is what's 45 times 0.6, or what's 45 times 6? 6 to 40, 30 to 70. So around 7K is what I ended up walking. So I already got quite a bit of activity in. And so essentially this is kind of like my second workout. For the second movement, doing kettlebell rows. So going to do 10 on each hand. So with this, I'm having my palm facing the opposite side, and I'm going to rotate my palm as I row. Going for 10. And then with the steel mace, using my 15-pound mace, and I'm going to do a complex. So starting off with 5 360s. Then doing 5 single hand. And then 5 curl to press. Switching sides. Between these 3 exercises, there's quite a bit of back involved and a lot of shoulders in this complex. I'm going to repeat it one more time on each side. Rather long set, this one. So yeah, doing this for now. This was my 4th set. Going to do one more and then on to something else. And yeah, like I mentioned before, I want to do something more flowy. So yeah, let's see what I come up with. So for the next set of exercises, doing a leg dominant suplex, or leg dominant superset / complex. I combined superset and complex. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like this. I'm using my 25-pound mace, and so first starting off with 2 360s. Catching it in, I guess, whatever this grip is called, doing a reverse lunge into a curtsy lunge with the opposite leg. I'm going to repeat it for 5 times on each side. Lost my balance. And so there's stuff like this that happens because of the way like the steel mace is loaded. There's always an offset load, and you know, you have to be conscious of how you're moving, otherwise you do end up losing your balance. With the 360s, there's a lot of I got ahead of myself. There's a lot of shoulders and lats at work. When I try to talk while doing this, I lose my focus and forget the order of moves. After 5 each side of that, with the kettlebell, going to do a kettlebell halo into a curtsy lunge. So I'm going to grip the kettlebell like this, and I have my thumbs kind of supporting, and I'm going to do a halo into a curtsy lunge and repeat on the other side. Some shoulders, some legs in this move. And the act of holding it up also hits the forearms and biceps. But yeah, quite a few muscles at work between both of these movements. Going to do this for 5 sets and then on to something else. So for the next set of movements, doing another mini flow that can be repeated on either side. Yeah, so it looks like this. So I'm going to start off with a 360 to a single-handed 360 to a drop to a lunge and coming up with a shovel motion. So the shovel motion is just me coming up like that, then switching hands and repeat. Damn it, lost balance. I keep going into a curtsy lunge, which I don't want to do. Had to stop myself from going into a curtsy there. But I think I'm calibrated now. Going for 5 on each side. I'm gonna do a couple more reps because I wasn't happy with the first couple. Alright, that was better. Then with the kettlebell, doing so first I'll show a version without the flip. So pretty much I'm doing a swing squat to a snatch, and then switching hands, swing squat, snatch, switching hands. But from here on out, I'm going to do a double flip while switching. Doing that 4 times on each side. So yeah, doing that for 4 sets and then on to something else. So I'm thinking I'll end off the workout similar to yesterday, where I do freestyle with the steel maces. But what I'm going to kind of do different is I'm going to try and flow a little with the 25-pound mace, then do a, so because the 25-pound is heavier, there's like, I guess, somewhat of a restriction as to how free I feel with it. So there'll be like certain moves that I won't incorporate within the flow. So first off, I'm just going to do the random stuff and kind of move with the weight and see where it takes me. But with it being the 25-pound mace, I won't feel that comfortable doing like single hand movements and stuff. So there will be some limitations, but there will be other exercises, like for example rows and shoulder presses, that definitely hit a lot harder with this mace as opposed to the 15-pound mace. And so essentially what I'm going to do is do some freestyle with the 25, then do some freestyle with the 15, and then do some freestyle with the 7-pound mace to end the workout. So, and with the 7-pound I should really be very free. In fact, it'll almost be awkward to do like some two-handed movements. In any case, let's see where all of this takes us. Not bad, you know. probably not as pretty as some of the other influencers online, especially the Flowing Dutchman and Leo Savage. They're like good at flowing and stuff. Definitely got my heart rate racing though, and I thought I did alright. Didn't do any rows or shoulder presses. Didn't do any curtsy lunges or whatever. So maybe that's probably what I'll do with the 15. You know what? I think, well, let me just do the 7s and see where this takes me to. So, there's some stuff, I guess, I can do with this that's more, I can be more lackadaisical. It doesn't even look pretty, I don't think. Alright, getting into somewhat of a groove. There's this move that they do that I'm trying to get down. Whatever. I'll have to rewatch the video. In any case, yeah, that's all for today's video. See you all tomorrow.